Hello, in this tutorial, I want to run you through how to create a StoreMantis website. So, first of all, go to the StoreMantis homepage and you'll see the sign up form right there on the homepage. So let's type in our first name, last name, an email, password, and the store name. Now your store name isn't so important. It's used for your temporary URL before you assign a real domain name. So it could be your business name or any other name you choose. So let's call it John Store. All right, and let's sign up. Okay, after you sign up, you're led to the setup wizard. It says let's set up your store, and welcome to the StoreMantis setup wizard. So click start now. The first step is company information. You put a company name, let's call it John's Hardware Store. Telephone number, company address, write some text about your company. Now the social media links are optional, so let's just leave it for now. Click save and proceed. The next step is a logo. So you're expected to upload your company's logo. So let's click select image and let's select our logo. Click save and proceed. Next is the primary color. Now, a primary color is simply a dominant color that is used by your selected template. Typically, you would want to choose a color that is most reflective of your brand. It could be a color that is dominant in your logo, for example. So let's select a brown color. Okay. Click OK. Save and proceed. Next is your store currency. If you select the drop-down, you see a list of currencies that are commonly used on our platform. Now, if you don't see your currency on this list, you can actually still add it manually. So for now, let's just select the default currency and click save and proceed. Next is your shipping method. Now, the shipping method is basically the charge that your customers are going to be charged when they try to ship a product being ordered from your website. So let's select the flat rate shipping method. These are 4 shipping methods that you can set up using the wizard. However, there are a host of other shipping methods designed to handle more complicated shipping scenarios. For example, if you want to charge different rates for different states of your country, you can select other shipping methods on the shipping page. So for now, let's select flat rate and let's enter an amount. Save and proceed. The final step in the wizard is the payment methods. Now, if you see the list, you would notice that there are 3 offline payment methods that the wizard enables you to configure. These aren't payment gateways. If you'd like to accept online payment, for example, you would need to configure a payment gateway by going to the payment page. So in this wizard, let's just select check, money order, and cash and delivery. Payable to, call it John Store. All right, and click save and proceed. Yes, we've completed the setup wizard now. There's a view your storefront button that actually will show us our storefront. And there's a next steps section which shows us some steps we can take after we have completed the wizard. So there's manage product, manage categories, manage products, customize template, and set up a domain name. So now let's view our storefront so we can see what our store looks like right now. So here's what our store currently looks like. You'll notice the logo we uploaded, and you notice the brown color, which is the primary color that we selected in the setup wizard. And so we have some products, we have some sample categories that have been created for us, and we have a list of different products. So next thing we want to do is to change the template, because we'd like to use a different template. StoreMantis comes with a host of templates to choose from. If you click Store Design, you'd see the template option. So let's click it and see the templates that we have available to us. So on the template page, there are two sections. There's the current template section and the browse template section. The current template shows us the template that we're currently using. Now, it's the Breeze template, which is the default template when you sign up. If you scroll down, you'd notice a host of different templates, all free to use. So let's try the box Streamless template. Now, when you want to use a new template, you'll see three buttons. There's Install, there's Demo, and there's Customize. The Customize is actually a drop-down menu that enables you perform 4 other functions. There's homepage and layout, primary color, CSS files, and template files. Now, the Demo button is very useful. It enables you to see what the template would look like before you install it. So let's open this demo so we can have an idea of what this template is like. So this is the Rimbus template, the box Rimbus template. If you scroll down, you would notice various sections. There's the slideshow. There are some ads here, some featured products, and several other sections. So you could notice it's a template that gives you quite some options to add products to your home page. So let's use this template. Let's go back to our account area and click Install. Okay, now we've installed this template. So if we go back to our website and hit refresh, you should notice the new template load up. So you notice, if you notice one thing after you install a new template, your logo stays the same. So does your product categories that you have. These elements don't change when you move from template to template. They stay the same. So you don't have to worry about losing things like products you add or articles you add to your website when you change your template. These things actually stay. What just changes is the general layout of your website. So if we go back to the template customization page, you notice several panels that are available for customizing your website. For example, there's the header, there's homepage slideshow, there's homepage ads, and a host of other sections. So these areas control the various sections of the homepage, as well as the header and the footer, which actually appear on every page. That's why it's called the homepage and layout customization option. So before we customize, add elements to this page, you'll notice that the brown color that you used as your primary color is not carried over when you install the new template. So let's change our primary color again. So we go to Store Design, Primary Color. Select the color picker, and let's select the brown color. Let's select the pale brown color, and hit Submit. Okay, it's saved. If we go back to our website now and hit refresh, yes, you notice now the brown color replaces the dominant colors that are used on the website, which hitherto was blue. So you can notice brown here, brown on the menu, brown on the hover buttons. If you scroll down, you notice some more brown, and even some text will also have brown. So let's go back now to our website and go back to the customization page. We'd like to change this slideshow, for starters, to something more reflective of our hardware store. So we go to Store Design and hit Homepage and Layout. Okay, now open the Homepage Slideshow panel. Alright, so this panel gives you various options for configuring your slideshow. There's this slide 1 up to slide 10, I believe. Yes, up to slide 10. So hit the Browse button. Now this opens up the File Manager. File Manager is a very powerful feature that enables you to organize your files. Now, the files that are predominantly images, which are assets you can use across various sections of your website. So let's start by creating a new folder. We'll call it Slides. Let's open up the folder and click Upload. Now let's select the first slide. Okay, the file has been uploaded. Now double-click the file. This adds the slide to the first slideshow. Now select Browse again. Click Upload. Select slide 2. Okay. Now double-click the slide. And the slide has been loaded. So now let's save the slideshow. Okay, now we'll go back to our website and refresh. Okay, you'll notice that our slide, it has replaced the default slideshow. If you hit the next button, the slide is there. Now our site is now looking more like a hardware store. So the next thing we would like to do is add some products to these sections of the home page. Now when you create a StoreMantis website, some products are added by default. So let's use this product. Let's close this panel. Alright, now we have homepage tabs. Now there are different tabs on the home page. Under Featured, there's New, Featured, Sale, and Special. So let's open Homepage tabs New and click Browse Products. Okay, now these are the various products that are added by default when you set up your website. So let's click the Select button for the first button, product, which is a bag. Let's browse again. Click the Select button. Click Browse. Click the Select button. Now let's save our changes. Okay, now let's refresh. And there you have it. The products have been added to the home page. So in the like manner, you can add more products that would go to the featured, sale, special, and other sections of the homepage. So that basically is how you customize the homepage of your StoreMantis website. One thing you should note though is that this template customization page is actually unique for each template that you might choose to use. So the options that are available are reflective of the options that the template gives. So this template has sections like featured, weekly featured, and that's why it's here. So if you use another template, you could see different panels, but the concepts are basically the same. The controls are all similar, so you don't have to master anything different. Next thing we're going to do is just quickly run through how to add products to the StoreMantis website. If you hit catalog and go to products, you see the list of products that are added by default. So let's say we want to add a chainsaw to our product list. Now, before you add a product, there are different things you want to consider. One will be what category will the product go into. Second will be what options will be made available for customers who would like to purchase that product. So first of all, let's go to categories. Let's create a new category. We'll click the insert button. Let's call the category chainsaws. This really is the only field that is mandatory. The category page has different options that you could add for a category. For example, you could add meta tag descriptions, which are used for SEO, that is search engine optimization. You can add a description for the category. If you hit the data tab, you can specify a parent category. This is useful if this category is going to be a subcategory. You can add filters, an SEO keyword. You can select an image for a category and some other options. So let's just specify the category name, which is called chainsaws, and hit save. So now if we go back to our, if you notice, the chainsaws category is now there. The visibility is everywhere. It means it will appear on your website or a mobile app if you have one configured. So if we go back to our website now and we hit refresh, okay, we can notice our new category, which is called chainsaws. So now, the next thing we'd like to consider are what options will be available for someone who would like to use, who would like to purchase this the product in this category. So let's say there are going to be colors, different colors of chainsaws that a customer could choose from. To configure that, we go to catalog and hit options. All right. Now we already have a color option, but let's create one afresh. So hit insert. All right. The option name, let's call it chainsaw color. Let's add an option value. Now, when you're adding an option value, you would like to add all the possible variations that are possible for any product that would have this option. So let's say we have 3 chainsaws that we're going to sell, and one chainsaw comes in 2 color variations. Another chainsaw comes in 5 color variations. In this case, we'll add all 5 options. So in this case, let's add the first one. Let's call it blue. The second one, let's call it black. The third, let's call it green. Call this red. And let's call this green. All right. Hit save. Okay, it tells us success. We've modified the options. So now we're set to add our product. Go to catalog and hit products. Click insert. Alright, so for the first chainsaw, let's just call this first chainsaw. Let's give it a price. Now, would like to put this product under the chainsaws category that we created earlier. So type in the category name, just chainsaws. You should just start typing it. You should see a drop down that will appear as you type. So select the drop down. Now the product first chainsaw is automatically going to go under the chainsaws category. And now this is the only other mandatory field, model. So let's just call this CH1. Description, a great chainsaw. Now we specify the image. There are two options for specifying your image. You could either choose to browse the server by selecting the browse button, just like as we did in the template customization page, or you could use the quick upload option, which is the default. So we're going to use the quick upload option. Click select image and select the picture of a chainsaw. Now there's an additional images section. This is useful for adding alternative views of a product. So for example, if you have a chainsaw and would like to show a top view, the side view, and the front view, you can easily add them here. There's another option for adding additional images, which is the image tab, but this just makes it very convenient for you. So let's select image and select the other chainsaw. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is add the option for the product. So remember, we created an option called chainsaw color. So let's start typing that. Okay, so a drop down will appear, and so select the chainsaw color. Now, let's say this option just comes in two variations. This chainsaw comes in just two variations. So click add option value. Let's select blue, add option value, and let's select red. Okay, so there are other fields that enable you to specify more attributes for the product, but for now, this would suffice. So hit save. Alright, it tells us success, product saved. So now if we go back to our website and click on the chainsaws category, if we scroll down, we'll notice our product that we added. So click on the chainsaw. And so here is our chainsaw. Now you notice that there's the available options, which is chainsaw color, is right there. There's the description. Now let's select the drop down. You notice the no option appears, and there's a reason for this. Remember, when we added the product, let's go back to the chainsaw and click edit. Go back to options. You notice we did not specify any quantity for each option. So let's correct that. And let's make this 100. And click save. Alright, now let's go back to our chainsaw and refresh. Now, if we select the drop down, you'll notice there's red and blue. So there you have it. That's how to set up a StoreMantis website. Now, be sure to check out our other video tutorials on how to configure other aspects such as multiple categories, filters, profiles, and other sections of your website. Thank you very much.